Hey, it's Liz with Crafty Queen. We had lots of sanding and spray painting to do, but for this project, we're going to focus on that right there. Did you see it? Of course not. It's so far away. Here's a close-up. The only thing I can imagine this was ever used for is a tic-tac-toe board, so that's what we're calling it. There's no brand, and Google Lens did not bring me any results. So we're going to take it all out of the package, and it looks like somebody started to paint this in rainbow and then stopped somewhere along the way. I think white with some brown antiquing wax would be gorgeous, kind of probably how it was originally. But instead of restoring it back to its original form, or what I believe its original form was, we are going to do something different. So first things first, we're going to scuff it up with some sandpaper. I just had this outside, so I used it, but you should probably use a sponge or a gator. And we're just going to rough it all up so that our spray paint sticks very good. We're going to use crystal clear Krylon, and I just did this so that none of my colors would seep through the black. Did y'all see the fly that almost got sprayed into this piece? Anywho, I couldn't find my tarp, and I didn't think about trash bags until I went to spray paint it black, so no judging. I gave this 2 or 3 coats of black spray paint and let it dry in between for 2 or 3 hours on a bright, sunny 70-degree day. Y'all don't know this, but I've tried to record that 700 times. So I give up. That's what you get. Once everything was dried, I took it inside, cleaned it with some alcohol and a toothbrush and some dry paper towel. And then I'm going to take some matte black chalk paint. Listen, the spray paint was too shiny and it was not doing it for me, so just roll with it. And we're going to do the board in all 10 pieces. We're going to give it a good dry. Then we're taking this Home Depot Bear brand white wax, and I'm using a soft makeup brush so I don't scuff up my project and so that I can kind of push that wax down in all the beautiful details. The white wax is going to look worse before it looks better, so just trust the process. Once you get it on there, take a dry paper towel and buff it off. Then we took some antique gold rub and buff and put it on the high points of the project, and then I used this makeup brush from Dollar Tree to blend that. Another one of those things that can look crazy before it looks nice. Then I'm going to turn my focus to the individual pieces. So we want everything to go together, but we don't all want it to be one color. So first I'm going to take my heat tool and I'm going to dry, because there's so many itty bitty detailed parts to these pieces. So there was like little tiny pools or pockets of wet paint. Now we're following the same steps as far as black chalk paint, white wax, and gold rub and buff, but I'm placing the rub and buff where I want it, just so that these pieces can look kind of differentiated, like the same as each other but differentiated from the other pieces and from the board. And so we're going to do the same here. We're going to make sure that we have no tiny little pockets of black paint, and then once it's fully dry, we'll take our white wax, and then same thing here. We'll take our gold rub and buff, and there's some beautiful ribbons you'll see up close in the videos at the end, hanging around our little cherubs that we will make sure that this stands out on. We'll blend it in certain areas and have it stand out very strong in others. And again, that's just so that these 5 pieces look the same, but they are differentiated from the board and from the other 5 pieces. Then it was time to put it all together and see if it looked right. I know chessboards are really in right now, but I think this would be beautiful on a side table or coffee table. Squirrel, just to remind you guys, this was how I found it. So you have the before and you have the after. Again, I think that it was beautiful before the rainbow color. If I were doing this for a child's room, I'd absolutely do the rainbow colors. But I think this is unique and classy. I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give us a follow or subscribe or leave a comment or like or do all the above. We're in all the right places as far as Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Pinterest, Instagram, all of them. So whatever your favorite app is, come along for the ride. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day. Bye!